Hello and welcome to my What Sold video. This is for the week of November 4th through November 10th, 2019. My name is Trisha and I am a Poshmark and eBay reseller. My store name is sandyandotto. And this week I only have eBay sales to talk about. No Poshmark sales, not even really any offers on anything. So I don't know what to do about that. I rarely get Poshmark sales. I rarely get interest. I get likers and I do offers to likers, but no takers. So I probably do tend to focus a little more on eBay, although I do cross-sell most items on both platforms. The only thing you'll see that isn't sold on both platforms are Holly Hobby items that I have, and most of the vintage Christmas I just have listed on eBay. Let's see, but for the week of November 4th through November 10th, I sold 12 items. Most of them are very low dollar amounts, so the total in sales was $206.12. Now I will go through at the end and talk about my eBay and PayPal fees. All of these items had free shipping, so I'll go over the shipping costs and the cost of goods to get to my total. So the first item that I sold was this oval frame. It was like an embroidery crewel design. It very well could have been machine done, and I can't remember, and I should have gone back and looked if I covered this one in my previous What Sold video, and if I did, then I'll just go over this real quickly. I believe I took a best offer on this one of $10.70, and that did include free shipping. The next item that I sold were these 6 vintage Christmas ornaments that I had in my collection, and I have kept a couple of each, but just didn't need, I don't know, 3 or 4 of each of these, and so I did sell those. I acquired these, I know, back in like the 1980s at some point, late 80s probably, maybe even early 90s. So they are quite old, and I took a best offer of those of $10, and that again included free shipping. Also, I want to mention that this item and the oval frame also sold off of promoted listings. So there was an additional fee. This was an additional 20-cent fee to sell on a promoted listing. I do have that set at 2%. On all these items, I have promotional at 2%, although not all of them sold, but I will try to remember to mention which ones did sell. I also had a sale going at the beginning of the week for 10% off clothing, which these cutoffs, these Hollister cutoffs, they sold for 10% off for the sale. They also sold for the promoted listing, and they sold for the $17.99, and that did include the free shipping. Let's see. Next is the Holly Hobby doll. Now, this one I didn't include in the totals because After the buyer got it home, she contacted me and said that she was dissatisfied with the fact that even though this was a soft-bodied holly hobby, she was not bendable. I actually did not even think of putting that in the listing, and she didn't think to ask about it prior to purchasing. She also didn't like how you can see her head is just a little slanted to one side. That's just the way that she was made. And being that she was stiff-bodied, it was not movable. So she contacted me. I just gave her a refund, and basically I'm done. I'm done with that one. That one was, unfortunately, that was from my mother's collection that she was getting rid of. And so that one was just kind of a wash. And so I didn't include the sales or fees or anything in the totals, as that was just refunded. And I'll just be moving on. This item sold. This again was sold off of the 10% sale. It did have a flaw that was disclosed, and I did take a picture of that flaw, which was right there. It was a little bit of a snag in there, so I deeply discounted the price, included free shipping, just to see if somebody wanted it, maybe wanted to use the parts of it. This was beautiful lace that was in it that definitely could be used on another item if they were so prone to. And then the edges also did have some lace accents. So it was a good piece for that. And if you were able to work through and get rid of the snag, it would have been a fantastic blouse. So that sold for $5.39. Next was this vintage silver tone tie clip. This was really nice and longer than most tie clips. So it would be really good for a wide tie. This again sold on the 10% sale, and it did sell from a promoted listing. And that sold for $11.69. The next item, this was a really fun find. I picked these up for this pair for $5. They were very 80s, vintage. They had really fun design there with the Reebok logo. And they were in pretty good shape. I did take some pictures to show some of the areas where there was a little bit of wear on them, as to be expected, but they were still in really good shape overall. These did sell for the full asking price of $74.99. It did include free shipping, and these actually were purchased on the global I'm drawing a blank. The person in Canada purchased them, so they went through the global shipping. And they are actually still currently en route to them. And I hope when they get them that they do like them, because they were a really fun find, and they were really, really great shoes. Next is this Jerry Garcia silk tie. Really nice watercolor design on that. Very different looking kind of tie. And that I had then bumped up on the clothing to a 20% sale when this sold. And so it did sell for $15.19. And it also sold as a promoted listing. Oh, I think I forgot to mention on the Reebok shoes. Those also sold as a promoted listing. Okay, so yeah, that sold for the 20% off. Next sale were these cabbie jeans. There was a lot of interest in them. This one actually, even on Poshmark, I got a little bit of interest and was hoping that they would sell on Poshmark, but just didn't get any takers on that. And I got an offer of $27. Actually, I got an offer for lower than that, but we came to kind of an agreement of 27. I took that. That was lower than what I was hoping for, because these were beautiful, in fantastic condition jeans, but I'm hoping that they're going to a good home and that that person will really, really like them, so that I'd feel good and it would be worth the lower sale on that one than I was hoping for. This is another tie clip. This one, even though it was 20% off, I did get an offer for $9.99, and I did take that offer. This one was not on a promoted listing. It was just the best offer listing. And up next was another set of vintage Christmas ornaments. These were teeny tiny. The smaller ones were really about maybe an inch, maybe inch and a quarter across. Very, very, very small ornaments. And I did put the Christmas at 20% off also, so these sold for $7.99. And the last item I sold was this. I love this design on this tie. This was just fantastic, kind of retro Mad Men kind of design. And it again was 20% off. This one did sell as a promoted listing, and it sold for $15.19. And so you can see most of the items I sold were very, very low dollar sales. Let's see. So again, the total sales was $206.12 for the 12 items. With eBay fees, I can tell you those were $21.39 for the final value and the promoted listings. The PayPal fees were $12.67. Shipping was $47.94, and my cost of goods was $24 for a total of $106. So my profit off of all of these was only $100.12, which I would have hoped for more, but it is what it is. I got some sales. I am still fairly new in the process of opening my store. I did only start listing on August 18th. So it's been about 2.5 months now for the sales. And let's see, I do have previous experience. Several years ago, I was a reseller on eBay before even Poshmark was around. I did sell on eBay. So I do have eBay experience, and know how to list and work with the eBay system fairly well. Poshmark is a whole lot easier to list, and so I do appreciate, and that's why I kind of jumped in and started listing right away with Poshmark, just because it's easy. It costs nothing up front, which I do like. I do also have a eBay store, so I kind of do have those fees on top of all the others to also kind of consider when I am talking about fees and sales and all of those figures. But that is it for the week, and hopefully I will have enough sales this week to do another video. If not 1 week, then hopefully in 2 weeks I will. Still building, clientele, still trying to kind of get interest in the store, interest in the items, and trying to get the feedback up, because that helps with buyer confidence also, having, the higher feedback. Lets people know that you do have satisfied customers and you are a good person to buy from. So that definitely helps. So thank you very much for watching, and appreciate any likes, comments, and subscribes to my channel. I do haul videos. I do what sold videos. I also am doing some unboxing videos because I do enjoy those, and I enjoy the products in the unboxing videos. So if you like that kind of content, please come back to any future videos that I will be doing. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And thank you, and I will see you next time.